Merab Dvalishvili will officially weigh in as the backup fighter for Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera this weekend. MMA Junkie has confirmed the news today on X, and Merab reposted it. As you guys know, Merab just defeated Henry Cejudo on February 17th, which is just 18 days ago, and now he will begin to cut weight once again. Sean O'Malley believes Umar Nurmagomedov is the toughest fight in the bantamweight division. In an interview with ESPN, O'Malley said, "People think I'm avoiding tough fights. Umar is probably the toughest fight, and yeah, I've been bringing up his name. But it also has to make sense. Umar isn't a star at all. There's potential to be a star. Superstar. I believe I'm a superstar. I believe Chito Vera is a star. I believe Umar is a potential star. Literally because he has the last name Nurmagomedov. I've never watched the dude fight. I've watched some highlights. He's very skilled. He trains at a good gym. His last name is Nurmagomedov. He's Russian. He has potential because of that. I lied. I think I've watched him fight some dude where I think he need him in the lips, so I've watched him fight once. I feel like just with the name and the skill of the UFC being able to promote certain people, and he comes from that gym, Khabib Nurmagomedov, I think they train together. He'll be in his corner. O'Malley, Irish, it's there. There's something there. If he can become a star with that, that's the fight I want too. I don't want just the easiest fight. I want the biggest fight. And if I have two options and one guy I think is a little bit better of a challenge, I'll take that one." Belal Muhammad continues his campaign for a title shot. Belal posted this video today of Jorge Masvidal. In the caption, he wrote, "The King of Miami knows."
Shout out to my boy Belal Muhammad, who I think deserves the next title shot, man. It's bullshit. Already got something interesting with the champ, unfinished business. And on top of that, you beating the up and coming and the established. Give this dude the shot.
Avoid Belal.
Dude, shot. Hey, come over here, say it in my face, bro.
Robert Whittaker gives his prediction for the Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera rematch this weekend. On the MM Arcade podcast, Rob explains why he favors O'Malley.
What I thought was so impactful for me in their first fight was when Sean did go down, Vera jumped on him.
Yep.
The elbows.
Yeah.
The elbows Vera was landing on Sean, mate. Like in that little exchange. Understandably, Sean was like, his leg was gone.
Yeah.
But Vera was landing elbows, right? Like big elbows. You could hear the thunk of bone on bone. I don't know. I'm very interested in fight, and I do think it'll be dictated on who wins. I would favor Sean. He's my pick for this fight. But I can very much see Vera just being a dog, much like the Peter Yan fight, it becoming a much closer and harder fight than Sean is used to. And over 5 rounds, I don't know what that looks like.
Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith discussed Dustin Poirier, saying this may be his last fight this weekend at UFC 299. Dustin is scheduled to fight Benoit Saint-Denis, who is currently on a 5-fight winning streak, all finishes.
Dustin Poirier alluded to TMZ Sports that if he loses this fight, he might retire.
Yeah.
35 years old, 3 fights with Conor McGregor. The last 2, he probably made some good money. The 3rd fight, he probably made a ton, right? Been the interim champion, lost to Khabib in the Undisputed. He's made money. He's 35. He's had some losses. No disrespect, he's had an incredible career, and I love his fighting style. I'm a huge fan. He's got the hot sauce. Apparently that's doing really well. He's got the good fight foundation.
You ever had it? It's pretty good.
Poirier's been there, done it, got the t-shirt. He really has. Legendary career. For sure, he'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. But he touched on if he loses to Benoit Saint-Denis, that he's going to retire. And I kind of get it. I kind of understand. Because if he loses to Benoit, then you would assume that a title fight is going to be tricky to come by. Certainly with the lightweight division, with the depth of the division, and losing to Justin, losing to Benoit, it's going to be a couple of years. 35, made the money, doesn't need to do it. I think when you look at everything, Benoit Saint-Denis is the younger man, 35 versus 28. He's the bigger guy slightly, I think. He's the younger man. I mean, that's big, and he's he's on a win streak, and 5 fights, 5 wins, 5 stoppages, and his best weapon is that left high kick that Justin Gage knocked him out with.
I might be in the minority here. People that I'm picking Poirier, and I partially take all the skill set and the X's and the O's out of it. because he took this fight means he's seen something that he likes. Because this is a dangerous fight that no one else wants. He could have waited for a bigger name, a better matchup, maybe stylistically, but a lot of these opportunities and things that he wants will be gone if he loses. So it makes sense that he would retire.
Sean O'Malley runs into Chito Vera at the Fighter Hotel. Sean asks him if he's ready to get knocked out. Dricus Du Plessis fires back at Israel Adesanya, saying he turned him down for UFC 300. Dricus says that Izzy is not the champion, and he's not the one that dictates when they fight.
There's some things that were meant to happen. They summoned me. I'm sure this is out there now. Eugene said some stuff. But they summoned me. They summoned me for 300. And I was like, yep, let's roll. But their side didn't want it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to keep.
Who, DDP side?
Yeah, they didn't want it. But they just fought Strickland. So, but I've fought injured for the last how many fights. So that's why I took time off, just to let my body heal. And it has healed.
So obviously with the conversations of 300, that would have been a massive fight, me and Izzy. And it was on the table, 100%. But one thing people don't realize is, why would I go and start a camp once again injured if I am the champion? Taking risks is one thing. I have been taking risks a lot. But why would I risk? I'm the champion now. And I can fight when I'm ready. I think Izzy misjudges himself as still being a champion, and he's not. You will fight when you get the opportunity. You don't dictate when I fight.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from W. Watson4244. It says, another day of hearing Cejudo's voice. Another day of skipping past. Hey, at least yesterday it was half Henry, half Kamaru Usman. The second one's from CCCC7006. It says, I'd watch a Hamzat versus Ian Gary fight. And the final one says, saying Poirier doesn't deserve Hall of Fame because he doesn't have an undisputed belt would be like saying Charles Barkley or Iverson don't deserve Hall of Fame because they didn't win a championship. That's bull. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.